What's good? Back with another video, and today I'm going to be showcasing the most impossible unit to obtain in Anime Last Stand, Madoka. So, to obtain her, you see these things that spawn right here, extreme breaches. There's going to be portals around the map. You have to do the extreme beaches, or whatever the heck they're called, the extreme breaches that spawn in every 30 minutes. You do it, you cannot do it more than once every 30 minutes, and then she has a pity of 40. I got her on pity, so this has been taking me days to obtain. But let's head straight into an infinite so I can showcase what she can do. Alright, so boom, I got all the money I need. So, Madoka, Brazy unit, starts off she starts off with like realistically like around 3 million, but her passes are going off right now. So boom, every 90 seconds you wish for a random buff, which is obtained for 60 seconds. So she has a 30-second, let me do the math in my head, I know I'm stupid. So every 90 seconds she has a buff that lasts for 60 seconds with a 30-second cooldown. Now this is what the buffs are. So she can either get 50% damage, 50% range, or minus 50 SPA. And then plus 50 crit rate is also one of them too. And then the like trade-offs are everyone else gets debuffed basically, which is fine though because she's brain dead. And then another passive is each attack has 50% chance to purify enemies. Purification adds a plus 1% damage and plus 1 range to every enemy in range with Purify. Once an enemy with Purify dies, lose the stat buff gained from Purify. Every 60 seconds, copy a unit in range's damage and shoot 75% effectiveness and apply a random effect off the arrow. So yeah, and then she has another one. Oh my god. Once the base reaches 1 life stock, transform into her witch form. Upon transformation, time stop all enemies for 20 seconds. Enemies currently on the map as well as enemies which spawn into the map will automatically be permanently slowed by 15% and take 50% more damage from this unit until death, which is insane. Alright, let's go through our upgrades. First upgrade, so this is literally like her normal damage. First upgrade, she's now at 7 million. Next one, 14. Still doing the same attack. Goes up to 50. Skyrockets to 80. Gets a new attack. So before she was... Nah, it was never that deep to shoot that many arrows, but okay. So at first she shot 1 arrow, now she's shooting a trillion of them, which is cool. Keep upgrading her. I mean, it's like... How? Like, this is insane. And look at her range, by the way. 90 range. Oh my lord. Firstly, 200 million damage, 90 range. She just got one of her passive buffs, which is the range one. Now, upgrade her one more time. She gets a... What is this? Like, these full AoE attacks don't ever be full AoE for real. Like, let me see this. Yeah, it's like only like right there. Anyways, full AoE, doing almost 700 million damage with no buffs. Then next upgrade, 700 million again, and then one more upgrade, 700 million still, around like 763, no buffs. Then she gets an ability. This is, upon activation, deal 1 trillion damage to all enemies on the map. Best nuke in the whole game, by the way. If the enemy has a special type, the nuke then deals 2 times its damage. Reduces the boss's HP by 50% and normal enemies by 20%. Ease enemies to the end of their despair quicker by increases all damage output sources damage crit by 100% for the next 150 seconds. Mark all enemies on the map with Purify permanently. Yeah, she's a bug out. She's actually so brain dead. So, idle buff, 900 mil. The watch buff. Seems her peak for some reason in this is only like 1 bill, but she can copy someone else's attack and gain more damage, so she can reach an upwards of like 1.4 billion, like look, 1.2 billion, so that's good. And then I'm gonna probably just skip to when we lose all our stocks to show you the little witch thing too. Okay, so we're about to get hit with the. I mean, they're about to hit my base, and then we're about to activate the thing. See, like 1, 4, 3. It time stops everybody. Now she's in her witch form. Now look. Oh my god. So her witch form stuns. Hold on. Once an enemy. Nope. Wrong one. Yeah. Once an enemy. Wait. Oh, she has new passives now. Okay. All enemies in range are slowed by an additional 1% of their current speed per unit. Speed per unit in this range capped with 20%. Once an enemy has been in this unit's range for 20 seconds, take 20% of this unit's damage every second until leaving this unit's range. Brain dead. Once an enemy has come within 20% of this unit's range, does it have a little? No, it doesn't. Cause them to walk backwards for 5 seconds. After the walk back, stun the enemy for 3 seconds. The walk, this can only happen once per enemy for every enemy in range with a fear related effect. This unit feasts on the fear and increases damage by 5% per enemy, cap of 100%. This buff is permanent. That's crazy. So if you pair her up with like a Zamasu, she'll go nuts. Let's see if her attack changed. See if they were lazy or not. No, the attack is still the same. It's just her model should be interesting. Okay. So that's about the end of this video. That's all for Madoka. Pretty brain dead unit. She has 2 forms. Brain dead. Best tournament unit in the whole game. Best unit in the whole game to me too. I advise you to farm for her. Don't blame you if you don't, because it takes a while, but it'd be worth it. I'm gonna try and farm for her for like another copy, so I can trade it to one of y'all once we reach probably 500 subs, if she's still super duper relevant. So that's the end of this video. I will see y'all later. Like and subscribe, and peace.